Whether you're for unlimited or against unlimited, you have to admit it's a controversial topic in the community, and LSS and James White himself have expressed concerns with the current model. But don't worry, guys. Hometown TCG is here to solve everything. Watch me fix this entire situation right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hometown TCG. My name is Josh, and if you guys haven't checked the video from yesterday, you gotta go ahead and watch that video because we are giving away a sweet, brand new Hometown TCG playmat, art commissioned by Cyan Orange Studios, the artist responsible for Stroke of Foresight in Welcome to Wraith. This playmat, the colors are vibrant, it's awesome. I had to be careful when I set it down. I don't want to get coffee stains on the playmat I'm giving to you guys. So go back and watch that video, find out how to win that playmat. The giveaway is being done at the end of this week. But for today, I want to talk about something kind of crazy. There's not a lot of FaB news going on right now, so I want to put my tinfoil hat back on, and I want to talk about the first edition and unlimited print release model that currently exists, and we want to go into the twilight zone, into the shimmery video, and we want to talk about what would happen if LSS completely did away with printing unlimited product. Now, this thought stems from a Rudy post that he recently put out to his patrons and subscribers that stated that while he has open conversation with LSS and James White, he believes they're quite unhappy with how the release model is going, and that unhappiness stems from two big concerns. The first concern being that distribution or point of sale sellers or things like that are hoarding product, kind of like player investors. An example of this would be during the Monarch craze. There was an online seller that was responsible for providing Monarch to a lot of people. The prices were pretty high, but all Monarch prices were pretty high, and then they claimed to be sold out. Well, as Monarch fell and as it keeps falling, several months later, all of a sudden they seemed to have a couple thousand boxes of Monarch to be able to sell to their community, which seemed a little shady, a little weird, saying that they were out of sale, and then they claimed it was all of the ship backs and all of the order backs, but it seemed like a lot. So things like that could be kind of uneasy for LSS and uneasy for James White himself, seeing this news come out. Also, they're very unhappy with the fact that Unlimited feels a little bit worthless to the players and to the community right now. And spoiler alert, just from my perspective, I don't think Unlimited is useless. I think there's definitely a place for it. I think it's really cool. Up until recently, it was really cool to be able to still have ARC and WTR and even some crew around. Obviously, with the out-of-print notifications, that doesn't happen anymore. But it was very cool to be able to have these sets and go back and experience their limited formats, their sealed and draft at a reasonable cost. So it's definitely not useless, but I will also admit I have opened 0 Monarch Unlimited and 0 Tails Unlimited because I just don't get the same rush. I just don't get the same feeling of opening that product. So I kind of see both sides of the argument, but we want to just put our tinfoil hats back on and talk about what if Unlimited didn't exist? What if LSS and James White overnight decided to stop printing Unlimited and said, hey, we're only doing first edition for all of our products, and that's all we're going to do? Well, there'd be a couple tectonic shifts that would happen almost immediately. First and foremost, first edition specific products like cold foils, alt art, things like that, would definitely have a new vibe to them. It wouldn't be the same to open a cold foil when I opened a cold foil skull cap. In this scenario, ARC First Edition is the only ARC that exists. There's no ARC Unlimited. I opened a cold foil skull cap. All skull caps are cold foils, so it doesn't really have the same ring to it. They'd have to, in my opinion, find a solution to that. Now, whether it be like other card games where you can get non-foil versions of these legendaries, and then the foils would be cold foil versions, that could be an interesting prospect, but something would have to change with the cold foil printing and the way these legendaries and these high-end alt art cards are printed. And second of all, the second thing that would have to change is print numbers, right? Sealed product would be much less investable in the short term, because as our player base grows and as we have a ton of people and we got to play sealed, LSS has really centered us and really pooled us around sealed, around draft, these limited formats. We're going to be ripping through this product. We're opening it, getting the cards we want, which is great. We get the cards in the hands of the players. We get to play the game. However, you would have to print so much more of it that the sealed product might become a little bit useless. But there's also a counter to that argument. As more people play the game and we print more product, more people need to open product, and the more people that open product mean the less products that are sitting on weirdo shelves in their basement. So there's kind of a give and take here, and if done correctly, it could be very interesting, but it offers a weird scenario where there can be a cataclysmic event. If LSS declares, we're only printing first edition, and we're printing 100,000 boxes of Everfest Carnival. That's what we're doing. We're printing 100,000 boxes, only first edition. The problem becomes that if the player base continues to grow and continues to expand, down the line, a year from now, no player is going to be able to get product or cards from Everfest Carnival. And with FaB's open formatting, unlike other games forcing any kind of rotation other than the Living Legend status, people are going to need those cards. They're going to need those game pieces. And this is where Unlimited shines. So I propose that we don't get rid of Unlimited. I think Unlimited is a very long-term prospect for a growing game. As our game and our community continues to rapidly grow and rapidly expand, you're going to have a lot of players that want to maybe go back and experience some of this product, or they need game pieces, they need cards from this product. And that's when something like, if we still had an Unlimited Arcane Rising, would truly shine. Now, if we keep OOPing or out of printing unlimited products, then we're in this weird spot where Unlimited is there to support us in the short to mid-term, but where it really shines, I believe, is in that long term, but it's not there for that. So it really doesn't get its chance to show off, and in the meantime, it just feels bad. It gives Unlimited a weird feeling. When people hear the phrase Unlimited now, they're really volatile and negative, even though other games use phrases like second edition, and it blows my mind. Second edition and Unlimited, guys, they're the same thing. I'm sorry, rant over, but this would be an argument for Unlimited in its current model, is, the fact that it shines in the long term. If we were to completely blow away Unlimited, we would have a lot of problems if the player base continued to grow. Now, for a player base that stayed roughly the same, I believe this model would truly work. Your investors would still have an opportunity to buy product, let it sit on the shelves. It would be a longer term investment. It would be something you have to wait on for several years to grow and grow and grow. There would be no, instant free tendies, but the growth could and would be there. The problem is when we 3, 4, 5x the player base, and we all believe Flesh and Blood is an awesome game. It's great. It's going to keep growing. We're going to keep getting bigger. So we need something to support that. That means that in the meantime, guys, we got to deal with this product that, sometimes might not feel as great. And we also need LSS not to panic. We need LSS to see Unlimited feels worthless. Unlimited Welcome to Wraith feels worthless. Don't panic. Let it sit there. If your player base continues to grow, people will want to experience that. They'll be happy that they get to go reach out and get this product and play the game and get the game pieces that they want. It's a really interesting scenario. I'm so excited to see what they're going to do in the next couple months. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think LSS and James White are going to do with the Unlimited print run and the first edition print run down the road. And let's keep in mind too, before we end this video, before we close out the video, let's keep in mind that none of this is going to happen right away, right? I definitely expect them, we talked about our two problems early in the video. I definitely expect them to lean in and kind of solve that first problem, maybe nudge distributors and sellers in what they see as the right direction and start saying, hey, if you're going to carry our product, we're going to start making a little stricter rules around this, force you to follow them, and enough distributors, enough people, enough stores now want their product where they're going to have a little bit of ammo to say, hey, if you don't follow our rules, you're out of here. So I would look to them for them to solve that problem first. And with first edition kind of going out maybe more rapidly and maybe even a tighter print run with a simultaneous release to Unlimited, the problem could solve itself, and Unlimited could start to feel good again. So I'm excited to see how this plays out for Everfest. Again, let me know in the comments what you think they're going to do to solve the problem. Go back yesterday, check out the video from yesterday about the heroes we expect to see just explode in Everfest, and listen in for a cool opportunity to win a hometown TCG playmat shipped to you. The giveaway will be done by the end of this week. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. If you haven't checked us out on our socials yet, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Patreon. Hang out on our Discord, let us know how you're doing, and until next time, guys, my name is Josh, and I can't wait to get out and jam some games with you. Goodbye.